this demo is going to go through how to upload your line drawing to Photopea to convert it into a line drawing, or a digitized line drawing, excuse me. All right, so you are going to do from computer. If you're uploading, if you need to upload it from your computer, you'll do it from there. I'm going to find where I've put mine. I have all of these fabulous folders. Okay, so here's my line drawing right here. So I'm going to click open. And we'll give it a second to load it. All right, so now I want to start by increasing the contrast. So I'm going to go to the bottom, and I'm going to click on this half black, half white circle, and I'm going to do levels. Okay, so I want to bring up this white quite a bit because I want to see what that looks like. I'm going to even bring up the midtones probably just to get rid of some of the lines back there. And then I'm going to bring down the shadows to darken those. Okay, when I do that, I think I'm going to bring up the whites a little bit more, but I don't want to do it so much that I lose some of my lines. All right, I'm going to stop there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a threshold, which should enhance that. So I'm going to go back to the bottom, half black, half white circle, click on threshold. And so now I have just black and white, a line drawing, which is awesome. I'm going to move the threshold. I'm going to move it to the right to darken my lines so that they show up more. But I really want to pay attention to this area down here. Okay, if I click back on my levels where it says LEV, it'll bring me back to this so I can try changing this to see if that will help at all. But once again, if I'm losing my lines here, it's not going to work correctly. Okay, so I want to find kind of a balance with that. So I'm going to move this back to right about here so it doesn't get too bright. And I can click back on my threshold here. All right, now your threshold number will probably be different than mine just because your drawing is going to be different than mine. Okay, so from here, I don't want all this dark area here. I'm going to make a separate threshold just for that area. So I want to click on the mask. So that white part, I'm going to go over to the left side to the brush. And then I want to make sure down here in my color, it's black because I'm going to mask out that part. So all I did was click on that little box. I'm going to click on black here. And I'm going to say, okay. All right, now I just want a brush. So I'm going to go to the top where it has the circle here. I'm going to bring the hardness down to about 20% approximately so it's soft. Make my brush bigger. You can see it's changing over there. I want it pretty big. I'm covering a large area. And then I'm just going to come and I'm going to paint over any area where I don't want that darkness there. Just being so patient with Photopea. So because it's an online program with your photo, some of the editing might take a little bit longer. So just kind of try and be patient as you go through this. And if you end up like taking too much away from that layer, you can just click like right here. You can choose white and then you can paint. I'm going to say okay, and you can paint and you can bring back some of that layer as well. Okay, I'm going to Control Z and undo that because I do want that to stay. Okay, so now your next move is to make another threshold. So I'm going to click right here where it says new adjustment layer. I'm going to do a threshold again. Where we got it, right here. Okay, so once I've done that, I don't need it to, I'm going to take the visibility off here. It doesn't really change anything up here, but it might in a second because I'm going to change some of this. So I really want to pay attention to that lower corner. I'm going to bring it down this way, and I want to try and find a spot where I can see this lower corner pretty well without it getting too dark. Down in this bottom part right here, not really going to matter because I can actually take that out in Illustrator, or you can erase it later, okay? But what you can do is, I'm going to take the eye off of this one right here. It didn't really change this upper part. The lower part looks pretty good overall. I'm going to leave this, okay? If you notice that it changed this upper part quite a bit, then I would go in, click on your mask again, do that black color again. Oops, I need black here. And I would paint up in this area. So I'm gonna use the bracket key. So the shape to the right of my letter P. And I would paint up in this area if it does affect that. Okay, and Photopea is just, you know, nice and slow. So we're just gonna be patient. All right, so in a second, you should be able to see, yep, in my mask over here, that it's actually masking that area out. I didn't have to do that because it didn't affect it at all, but if you see that, go ahead and do that, okay? So this looks good, it's ready to digitize. You can upload it to the form to send to me. I'll just convert it in Illustrator and I'll get it back to you. So what I would need you to do though is I need you to save it. So we're gonna do export as, you're gonna choose JPEG. And your quality, you can, watch how this changes if you want to, but like 50% is fine because when we digitize it, it doesn't need to be very big, okay? So then you'll click save. It's just gonna download and then you're gonna upload that to that form so I can convert it for you.